Alrighty, it is your favorite auditor, Audit Them, who encourages you to audit them. We are in our uniform 10.0, brand new. Never been here before. City of Joliet, Illinois. Here to check out second floor and a few other items. Right. Yeah, first time coming here. Wow, this is a nice looking building here. Let's take a look. So far, I'm attempting to locate the records that are required to be displayed prominently. Let me turn on my other cam too. Everything you want. Alrighty. So far, authorized personnel only. Legal department. Authorized personnel only. Legal, beagle. Hi, how's it going? Recording audio and video here. How are you doing today? Is this legal and HR, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. What is the total amount of operating budget for legal?
I don't know the answer to that.
You don't know the answer to that?
Submit a FOIA request to the city if you'd like that information.
You believe that requires a FOIA request?
Yes.
Are you the FOIA officer? Okay, great. Could you tell me what the purpose is of the legal department, a short description of itself?
I am not authorized to answer these questions. I'm going to get someone that is more authorized
Sure.
to answer these questions.
You're not authorized to know your purpose. I thank you.
I'm not a lawyer.
You're not a lawyer. See, guys, we were just discussing this. The staff here is suppressing their own staff from them knowing their purpose. She's not authorized to tell you what their purpose is. We were just talking about this 15 minutes ago. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. Guys, get this thumb up. I'm going to shut this stream down if we don't get these thumbs up. I'd rather record on my camera here. You see, we just talked about this 15 minutes ago. Not only is this department suppressing this information from the people, it's suppressing the information from its own staff. I asked the lady, what's your purpose here? She says she's not authorized to answer that. Man, it's chilly in here though. It's delete laws in here. I'm starting to rub you the wrong way. How could you elaborate? Make yourself eligible for a block list. Hey, Shaggy, how's it going? I do have my FOIA forms too, right? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create some brand new FOIA forms. But for right now, I'm gonna hand write some forms as well, if need be. Man, it's cold in here, like a freezer. Burr, burr, bar. Burr, burr, bar. Burr, burr, bar. See, you see, look, their exit sign is displayed prominently. See, this is what we all, the only thing we expect here is we're walking into a legal department and a human resources. Look around, nothing to be found. What's supposed to be up here is their total amount of operating budget. You have to know how much money they are dealing with as you have the right to know. They're currently listening through this mic here, right? They're currently listening and they're getting as much data as they can before they walk up to the counter. That's really what's happening. Now look, I asked for the purpose. Now there's 3, 4 employees over there standing around. It shouldn't be like this. It should not be like this. And at the same time, this is legal department, right? You would think that legal is the highest trend. You would think legal is the highest trend and they would know their things. Hey guys, if we don't get these thumbs up all the way, I'm gonna shut this down. I'd rather just stream up static and upload this later. To the left, everything you own in that box. To the left, everything you own in that box. To the left, everything you own. They're probably escalating right now. They're probably getting law enforcement involved. Watch. Imagine that. Hey, don't somebody call police here? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's chilly. Let's see how wicked they want to become. Imagine that. I'm here to see their purpose and their budget. Let's give them an opportunity to see how wicked they become. Or how professional and upstanding they become, right? It's either one of two. There's only 2 options how they could perform right now. Show themselves off to be wicked and non-compliant, or show themselves off to be honorable, upholding the public trust. So I rang the bell for the first time because I'm unsure what their stance is right now. I asked the lady for her budget. She ran to the back. I asked her for her purpose. They ran to the back. I'm not sure what they're doing now. See, the best way and how this would go, and I match energies, the best way would be, how can we help you? Oh, is that what you need? Sure, let's attempt to try to make it available for you. I received a copy. I tell them, have a nice day. Probably tell them, post it up. But let's see how they want to churn it, right? These are government staff members that for the rest of internet history, the rest of our lives, we would know how these specific representatives of this specific public body performed when they're asked something about their job. On the worst case scenario, we could go visit another office and come right back. But they are wasting my time now because these records are already required to be displayed. See, I don't have no business card here to tell you guys not to call, right? I don't have a business card here. Oh, here are their business cards. All right, let me see if I could grab a business card here. Yeah, here's their business cards. But as you guys know, not to call, right? These people are... There's a man here attempting to get service. Ring the bell. Oh yeah, this bell. Administrative manager. There could be, I'm telling you folks not to call, but there could be two types of people that'll call, right? Listen to this. There would be two types of people that'll call. One person would call and say, hey, you have a journalist, which I don't, that's not what I call myself. You have a journalist out there that needs services. Are you ignoring him? Or are you ignoring to do your job? Or there could be another person calling called a bootlicker, which would call and say, please, please don't comply with him. Don't help him. Don't assist him at all. He's there just to do this and he's there to do that. Okay, I'm not sure what they're doing. Let's visit an additional agent department here. Really, a lot of city halls, they have one FOIA officer for the entire city. But some of them have separate FOIA officers per each department, like the city of Chicago. This being a bigger city, these might have separate FOIA officers per department, so we may have to visit each department individually, right? I'm sure what they're doing here. I'm sure what they're doing. They're listening in on this intercom to my conversation, and they're back there doing a dereliction of duty. Really, that's what they're doing. All we could do is document this, right? Since they're listening, the Attorney General, they like this type of feedback, right? They like to see what is staff doing when someone comes in here for legitimate business, their superior duty. I cannot turn the phone sideways. It will not allow me to. Okay, we'll be back here shortly. Hello, excuse me, can I have a FOIA form, please? We need this. I mean, we need either A or B, right? We need compliance or non-compliance. We need both, because all it is just a trail here. It's a documentary on what we're keeping here. Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Recording here, audio and video. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Somebody's gonna be with you shortly. If you were you the one who was asking for the FOIA form, you can get that up at customer service.
It's not
info
necessarily a
desk.
FOIA form, ma'am.
Okay.
What I'm here inquiring in is what's already required to be displayed prominently, where I wouldn't even have to speak with staff.
Okay, we have everything.
Somebody
on the
here,
website.
somebody here is suppressing you as a staff member
Mhm.
from you knowing your purpose. Your purpose is to be displayed prominently along with your total amount of operating budget. I'm entitled to that information. And I don't,
Everything should be online, like I said.
well, the thing is,
so
I did go online. I was
really
unable to
wanna move forward right now,
locate it
so-
online. I was unable to locate it online. That's why I'm here in person.
Okay.
Besides it being supposed to be online, it's required to be at the public body as well, displayed prominently. So this public body will comply with that portion of the law, but as of right now, I'm entitled to these records immediately. It does say the word
I
here.
said someone will be with you shortly, okay, sir?
Okay, what's that person's
Thank
name?
you. I'm not sure who's coming over.
What's your name?
My name's Katie.
Katie, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll be back shortly. Oh, that's the administrative manager. So that's the manager there. Let's see how far this wants to go. She told me somebody would be here shortly. That's the manager. See, listen to this. When I first came in here and asked them for it, she's probably hiding behind the door right now listening. When I first walked in here, I asked them for the total amount of operating budget. The lady back there suggested I file a FOIA request. Then I asked her for her purpose. She walked back there. They left me in here standing with no service, refusing service, up until the point where I asked for a FOIA form, just so she could tell me go to the front counter and you could get one from over there. No, before the FOIA form, which does not require a FOIA form, is again for them to have their items displayed prominently. Catherine Thomas, it's very healthy of you to use that word hate. Are you saying you hate me, Catherine? Because that's very healthy of you. You know no better. Catherine Thomas left a comment behind. I am in Joliet, Illinois. I heard a bell ringing in the background right now. Someone calling in. Yeah, this is my uniform, 10.0, bro. Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do now. We have to walk over into, well, she did say somebody will come and assist shortly. Now there's a customer in here, so we're gonna see how long that's gonna be. Oh, look who they called here. Wonderful. Hold on a minute. Alrighty, let's get this beginning. It looks like they involved a police officer here. Now we're aiming for official misconduct. Let's see what they come up with first for everybody watching. You see how wicked, for everybody watching, how wicked these employees may be. They got law enforcement involved, which is a wonderful thing on their end, because now we're aiming for official misconduct. We're going to try to keep the patriots out of the video. We're just going to record the staff here for everybody watching. There's a couple patriots in here. We're going to keep them off the video for respect of the people. And now the police officer here rang the bell, and these people are still showing a dereliction of duty. They would probably now accuse me of ringing the bell more than once, which I only rang the bell once. The police officer came here and rang the bell twice. So now these employees would make a story saying that I rang the bell 3 times just to lie and say, you know. See how wicked some of our intelligent and honorable staff. And look, the cop came in, so I put on my COVID mask.
Yes, sir.
Ringing their doorbell, that's the
Negative,
cop.
that's me. I'm trying to get their attention.
You see how wicked these people are? That's exactly what I said, and then that's exactly what they did. They're saying that I'm constantly ringing the bell, and that was the officer. I got it on video. I only hit the bell once to be respectful. And the only thing I'm asking of these wicked employees is to hand me over what's entitled, what's required by law. I'm asking them to do their job. The police now is going to have to take a police report showing official misconduct of these employees when I get into great detail about that. Look how I'm dressed. Look at my binder. Here's the good thing. There's a right and there's a wrong. These folks are honorable staff. These folks are highly intelligent staff. But this is what we need to see of them. No. Hey, Chuck.
Yeah. Do you know who you're waiting for? No,
See, it's like you could almost assume and presume what these defalcators are doing. They call the police simply when I ask them what I'm entitled to. And now when they call the police, they're going to get themselves in trouble. Man, these people are wickeder than wicked. I'm telling you. If they were a firecracker, they'll have a 10-foot wick.
Okay, can I help you, ma'am, really quick?
Well,
Sorry.
you just want to excuse I was just standing in line first.
I know, but you're just waiting for our attorney. That's
No,
all.
ma'am,
He's not in the office.
somebody here ended up calling a law enforcement officer. So who decided to get police emergency involved?
That's not emergency.
Okay. What would be the reason to get police involved, or who got the police involved?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know?
That was not me.
And you don't know what I'm here for either, do you?
You're asking for information regarding the function of our office and the operational budget.
Right, and you being a manager,
And
you
you're saying-
think because of those questions, police should get involved because I'm asking for you to do your job?
No.
Okay, so what was the reason to get the police
For
involved?
security measures, and I have told you, I did not call.
Right, okay. But what type of security measure do you believe that would be? Somebody recording?
We gave you the information already, sir.
No, you did not.
You did.
No, you did not. Where is the information you believe you gave me while you're telling me a lie in front of the police officer? She's a
I'm not
witness.
telling you a lie.
You just
Did I call you?
No. You told me you gave me the information, which you have not. You just lied in front of a
I
police
told you
officer.
that it's online. All the information is online. I'm waiting for my boss, who is our interim corporation counsel,
Okay.
to come here to speak with you.
When do you believe that person to be in?
I don't know.
Okay.
They're trying to get a hold of him.
Oh, he's not here or she's not here?
He's in the building somewhere in the
Okay.
building.
Ma'am, you being a manager, this is what I'm here for.
I
It's
manage just
requi-
the adjudication.
Yeah, right. It requires this department
Mhm.
to display your purpose along with your budget.
Okay, I'm also not in charge of this department.
What's
city
the first
manager-
name of the FOIA officer for this department?
I don't know that we have a FOIA officer for our specific.
It's
department.
required by law. If you don't know, could you find out? I'll wait here shortly.
Sure.
Thank
Hold
you.
on 1 moment.
You see, and people start saying, why are you talking to like this? Why are you using this tone? Look at how they're escalating.
Can you please give me the information the police research the first?
Like, how wicked do these people have to be to call the police on someone confirming that they're failing to do the law? My portfolio online is ready. My portfolio online, what did my, for everybody watching, what did my portfolio cause? It caused the Lake County Bar Association to create training to let staff know that I'm in the right. It let,
I'm in legal.
here comes a manager.
Can you please just make sure you don't tape the child?
Yeah, I don't put people on it. Hey, if all my mods in here, please do not block anybody. Worst case, put somebody in a 5-second timeout.
I do, thank you. Nicole Hughes. Nicole Hughes is who you're looking for.
Nicole Hughes?
Nicole Hughes.
Okay.
Hughes.
Is she for HR or for legal?
She's the city of Joliet contact person.
No, ma'am. It's either she's a FOIA officer for HR or for legal. Could you confirm which one it is?
She's the FOIA contact for the city of Joliet.
Is he or she available to speak to?
I'm not sure.
Okay. You are a law enforcement officer, right?
Yeah.
You're going to complete a report by the end of the day, right?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all?
No.
I'm going to complete a report. I need access to these records immediately. It's not a demand. The word immediately is in the law. Here you are, a law enforcement officer. This is what I need access to, please. It does not require a FOIA.
Okay, what are you talking about?
Yep. The purpose of the legal department, a short description of its summary. It's one. The underlying total amount of operating.
What are you asking for?
I'm sorry?
What are you asking for?
What's required to be displayed prominently, displayed on the wall,
Okay.
which does not require conversation back and forth, wasting my time, or the staff wasting my time,
Okay.
is the purpose of HR and legal. Their short description of this department is one, the total amount of operating budget, whatever that is, 10 million, 20 million, it has to be displayed. I don't have to have my time wasted or threatened with police because I'm entitled for this information. When they're failing to comply with the law, I want to have you charge them if they want to get nasty. The third item, my friend, is an organizational chart.
Are
Along,
you thinking the budget should be posted on the wall?
no, it's not what I think. It's guaranteed, and within 30 days,
Guaranteed.
yes,
By
because,
who?
huh?
By who?
State statute.
You're showing me a piece of paper. What are you talking about? You think the budget should be displayed on that small wall?
Yeah, do you think it should not, sir? They shouldn't post their purpose? Okay. You have no idea. Today you'll be informed. You are an honorable man.
I have no idea.
Sir, you are a sergeant.
Something should be put on a wall?
Sir, you
I
are,
know that.
sir, you are a sergeant.
Argue with me.
No, it's not an arguing. You are a sergeant.
Something should be put on.
You are a sergeant, and if you follow these duties, you will become a lieutenant. You will become a lieutenant.
I have a feeling for next week, but I don't know what to hear.
Do you care to look at the law, ma'am?
I have my daughter and my son.
Do you care to be informed on what's right today, ma'am?
Okay, you just need more time?
Why are you looking at me with sinful eyes, ma'am?
With my daughter, my son.
Am I not entitled to the purpose of this department? Am I not entitled to the budget? You being a public
My boss
servant?
is here, he was speaking with
And
you.
my daughter was-
He walked away.
And I explained to her name.
Do you care to look at the law? You don't. Can you tell me what the purpose is of the police department?
This is city hall.
I know it is. I gotta walk over to PD after that.
Absolutely. 150 West Washington.
Yes. Ma'am, the police department is required for them to have their purpose up as well. Do you believe that's in the lobby? Yes or no?
Again, you could go to the police.
Let me ask a higher up.
Who did you wanna talk to? sir?
Yeah. Just wait for a little noise to go down. So the police department across the street is also required to have their purpose and budget. You walk in there every single day. Do you believe they have their purpose and budget on display in the police department?
I don't walk in the front desk that often,
Right.
and I don't know if it is.
Okay. It's required, and I have to go inquire with them as well.
Okay.
Okay? But you see how honorable it is of sometimes private civilian or citizen to come and monitor government. You see how disturbing and wicked it is of government employees to get police involved just to show that they're in the wrong and try to harm the constituent or the person coming in inquire.
Nobody's trying to harm you.
Of course they are.
Trying to harm you. You said your time was wasted.
Yes,
Did you come here to see if something was on the wall?
yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
And since it's not, Sergeant, since it's not, it could be construed as official misconduct when an employee fails to either intentionally or recklessly perform a mandatory duty required by law. So now you are a witness. If you don't care to write a report, it could still be a subpoena later, duci tecum, for police to come and answer and say, hey, why is these staff not complying with their portion of the law? It's such a simple thing to do. But as of right now, are we waiting for their higher up to come here?
Who did you want to talk to? That's what I asked you.
It's not necessarily I have to speak to somebody in particular. It's that I need access to these records. And the only reason why I say the word immediately is because that's what's found in the law. It's not a demand. It's not a demand.
I see it.
Yeah. Like I said, Sergeant, if you put in this good work and show transparency, they're going to promote you to lieutenant.
No, okay. Because what, your video?
No, not because my video, because you want to take the stand as a government official to say, you know what, this man is right. We need to know our purpose, and let me go over and talk to my police chief so they could post this in the PD.
Okay, but you don't know if it's not posted in the purpose?
PD, I'm not sure yet.
Okay,
Unless you call them, hey, the auditor's here, get this stuff going.
no. I don't know that. No.
Okay. But sir, I've been through many places.
I'm sure you have, but who do you want to talk to here?
Like I said,
Is
there's,
there anybody here I can try to get to talk to you?
okay, it is possible that one of the staff members may have access to the purpose of this agency. I need a copy of the budget, the
Or
org.
gone online and tried to find these out?
I went online,
I mean, just so you have access to.
no, no, sir. I went online. I was unable to locate them online. The statute is calling for them to be required, prominently displayed in two places.
Mhm.
First, at the public body, because not everybody has access online.
Right, you're correct.
And the second thing is to have these records online. If the employees believe these records are online, they are to provide copies.
Yeah.
This is all it is. In this department, yep, I have to head over and inquire with other departments as well. We want the government to do the right thing. I may be in office in the foreseeable future.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
There's a bunch of people watching. You know?
Mhm.
Ask Oakton Community College about me. Ask the city of Volo, Illinois about me.
About you?
About
I have no idea who you are.
some guy coming in recording, right?
Okay.
Volo, Illinois, North Lake, Illinois. These people are a little bit calmer, but they're still not compliant with the law. Those people acted belligerent later to comply with the law and not even offer an apology because sometimes people's pride is too big.
Right.
But in the end, there's a right and there's a wrong, my friend. There's
I'm
a right
sorry,
and
I
there's,
missed the last thing that you just said.
yeah, in the end, there's a right and there's a wrong.
Right.
What was your star, Sarge?
I'm sorry.
What was your star, sir? Star number?
Badge number? Oh, 65. 65, and it's Robertson, James Robertson.
Like I said, my friend, get these people in order so the people could put in a good
Well,
work for you to become
This is the first
lieutenant.
time I've been here in probably 3 or 4 months.
Oh, in this office.
in this building.
In the building, yeah. Well, the police department's across the
I'm
street.
usually on the street.
Yep.
So when you bring up codes, criminal codes and stuff like that, when it has to do with office work, it's not too much I'm aware of as far as that goes.
Okay.
All right?
Well, like I said, my friend, official misconduct is clear. The statute of official misconduct is clear.
Oh, I've heard of that before.
And disorderly conduct is clear. Is a breach of peace.
Yeah.
These employees breached my peace by getting the police involved.
Okay. They breached your peace.
Yes.
But you're in a public building, right?
Yeah, but they called the
Did
police.
the same thing that you're claiming that they did.
No, they called the police to come and inquire about this man filming or who this man is, when clearly I explained to them what my purpose was here, did not require the use of an emergency service.
Mm-hmm.
Did not require that.
Right.
You folks would argue if it did get to litigation. No, we didn't come in here as an emergency.
Mm-hmm. But I don't recall anybody asking you why you were recording.
No, not
In the
one
police
person.
department?
I haven't been to the police yet.
Oh, but the police are here.
The two
I
officers.
know I haven't asked.
No, the other officer, she did not ask me.
No.
There's not a single person asked me about my recording.
But you just said something about your recording.
No, they probably got on the
Breaching
phone.
peace by-
No,
You're
they,
saying probably, but you don't know.
no, not that. They breached peace by calling the police here to come deal with someone inquiring in FOIA.
But have you been dealt with by the police? I
Well,
know you got my attention.
no, I could feel
by
feel
talking,
alarmed,
engaging in conversation with me.
Yeah.
I never approached you.
but by police presence, it could cause a reasonable person to feel alarmed.
No. I would disagree with you about that, but if that's how you feel, it's possible, but right now, I'm back here, you're out there, you could leave, I could leave, nobody's keeping us here.
I want to
You said your
leave.
time's being wasted?
Yes.
I would disagree, man.
My friend, in the end, this is what we like to see this department do. Comply with their portion of the law. Offer staff members here an opportunity to walk in here every day, glance at their purpose, and maybe memorize their purpose, right? Give these staff members good faith.
Well, if you're telling me that's a statute that is supposed to be in all buildings, you've made them aware of it, so then it would be up to you to come back at a later time and say, hey, I made you aware of this,
Yes.
why haven't you taken care of it, right?
Beyond just making them aware of it, they are to provide these records immediately, sir. This is the law here. I still have not received these records.
Oh, you want them handed? to
Yes.
you. Okay, so on the wall's not good enough, you want them to hand them?
No. They're required to be displayed prominently. And if somebody comes in and asks for them, they should have copies to hand over immediately. Here you go, sir. Here's how transparent we are. Huh?
Like I said, no idea about paperwork within the.
But that's why,
Human Resources Department.
yeah, it's FOIA.
I understand.
Yep.
All right. So what are we requesting? Okay. Okay.
Say that again, ma'am?
No, that's okay. You don't have to engage here. So you're requesting these papers, they're not being provided to you by the legal department or the human resources?
No, they didn't say whether they're gonna be provided or not yet. What they're claiming is what we're waiting on is their higher up corporation counsel to come speak with me.
Oh, so that's what you're waiting for.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Okay.
Yeah. So to see if he could make it available. Yeah, the female cop, she's pissed. I see it in her eyes. She looks wicked as them. Here's the cute part. Go ahead and obtain the phone call. Who called the police? What was their reason? We currently have 365 people in here watching. Yeah, guys, as far as the bootlickers, please just give them a 10-second timeout. And if I feel like blocking them forever, I'll go ahead and do that. But please do not block anybody immediately. Just put them in a 10-second timeout. Because in the end, these bootlickers and these assessors in the comment section saying wasting time, it's not. Once they display everything prominently, that shows you it's not a waste of my time. That will offer these staff members an opportunity every day to walk in here. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. Right now, 100 employees walk through this door every single day. They walk in here. They don't know their purpose. They don't know their budget. They don't know their total amount. What my purpose is to have these folks display everything, so when these employees walk in here every day, they may stumble on their paperwork and memorize their purpose. They may know their budget. So when customer comes in here and asks them, they know immediately. They don't act rude and smug and try to get police involved. See how simple and becoming that is? See how becoming that is? I'm offering the employees an opportunity to come to work every single day and know of their budget, know of their purpose. Yeah, get rid of all the racist. Racist not tolerated. How wicked for the employees to call the police here when there's no crime established, no crime being committed. They rather call the police than do their actual job. It's disturbing. But do you guys see my reasoning here? How it's important for all the constituents, all the taxpayers to see their budget, see what they're working with, see their purpose here. Not only that, look at my reframing of my words, right? I'm allowing the employees to walk in here every single day to glance at their budget and memorize it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there's bootleggers and stuff.
You're looking to speak to an attorney, they're either in a meeting or off today. Is there something that I can help you with?
Sure. What was your name?
Krista Desiderio.
Krista. Okay. I wasn't necessarily looking to speak with an attorney. I need access to the total amount of operating budget of the legal department. I'm entitled to get that information immediately.
It is on our website.
Can I have a
The
printout of that,
computer
please?
is out there, so you can look that up. You want to go with me? You want to follow me? I'll show you where you can look it up yourself.
Well, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Section 5 specifies the people's inability to use the
I
computer.
will stand with you and help
Okay.
you and assist you with it.
Are you able to print out off that computer? Because I need printouts of all these, what I'm entitled to and required. Along with that, they're required to be displayed prominently, because what that's gonna do, ma'am, is it's gonna allow your employees every day to walk in here and glance at your own purpose and budget, and maybe your employee would memorize the budget and be more forthcoming with the people that come in here and handle business.
Okay.
Because
I can show you where I am.
Yeah.
We're meeting with outside people.
Sure.
I can show you where to look it up on your own. That's the best that I can help you with at this time. If not, you can make an appointment with an attorney at a later time. When
Well, it's required to be made available immediately. I don't want to use your computer. I could sit
Okay.
here and wait. If you could print those out, that'll be
I
according
don't
to the
have time
statute.
I will not be able to print those out for you right now.
Okay, if you're unable to, do you have an additional staff member that may be
I do
willing
not.
to assist?
And I
You do not?
I am
Okay.
not aware of what you're showing me. So like I said, all of our attorneys are in either meeting.
Okay, let's take a look over there, what you got on the
Yeah,
computer,
sure.
and try to locate these items.
Okay,
Sure.
I have like 5 minutes.
Well, after you, officer?
No, go ahead.
Oh, it's after you. It's no problem.
No, thank you.
Well, it don't matter.
Just open the door.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. You see my reasoning though, Sergeant, how I tell the employee that it offers the staff an opportunity to know of their purpose and their
Yeah,
budget.
but there's a lot of offices that, and you don't know if those items are in there.
until I
in
get
the
there,
office.
until I get there and see how
But
belligerent the
it
staff
doesn't
wants to be
seem
or
like it's
forthcoming.
open to the public.
No, if it has a restricted sign, obviously it's not.
No, I'm saying where all the employees go in, you don't know if it's back there. I don't know.
No, I can't go on the
We
restricted.
have a page that for open and government and transparency, all the budget information
Oh,
is
you
here.
are, yeah, Christine, or, okay, ma'am,
Mhm.
I need a printout of these, please.
Yeah, this is allows you, as far as I'm aware, and like I said, you need to talk to the legal department.
Aren't you legal department?
I am not the.
Oh,
legal
you're the
department.
deputy city manager?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can view it here.
Yeah, so these are to be made available immediately.
Right, it is available
Yeah.
immediately.
Sure.
Mhm.
Can I have printout on it?
It doesn't show the printout. I'm showing you
Yes.
how it is available immediately. You can pull up our budget and look what you need
Okay.
here. And you can look at more than what you're looking at, all of our
Ma'am,
budget information for the
I
past.
attempted to locate this online at a different location. I was unable to locate these items.
I'm pulling it up right now for you.
Okay,
You
sure.
would like the legal department?
No, just the underlying total amount of operating budget for the legal. Just the
Okay.
underlying
You can
number.
Pull that up,
Yeah.
right here. We're going to
Okay.
the legal department.
Do you plan on speaking with staff to have these records displayed prominently as required by
They'll
law?
have them access on their website, on the website, on their computers.
So you refuse to display them in the office as required by law, is what you're saying?
I'm not gonna have a discussion with you, and I've never said I refuse that.
No,
So
I'm just clarifying, that's all.
showing what you're looking for here. So, you can increase this if you would like to know what the legal.
Ma'am, the thing is, what the law's rating is, it doesn't have to put the person in this much trouble when it just requires you to,
She came out here,
Yeah.
and looked at those items up for you. Now you have access to it. You have immediate access to it. Our employees have access to it. Our employees all have access to this site.
no, we haven't even confirmed 1 out of 9 items, sir.
Okay.
We haven't even confirmed 1
But-
out of 9.
You refuse to look at the computer.
I'm not refusing, I'm waiting to hear the underlying number.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
waiting to hear that total number.
And the words that you used were
Our
immediate.
total budget
Yes.
for our legal department
Okay.
for 2025 is right here,
Which one is it, ma'am?
where it says total.
Okay.
City council approved.
Yeah, because some would argue that you gotta be a finance director to comprehend all this, but I could comprehend a single number.
Yeah,
Right.
total for 2025.
Yeah, it looks
is the
about,
number.
right, that looks about a little over 4 million.
Yes.
you.
That's one item.
Okay, well, that's what you said you needed, and I have a 1:30 appointment with people outside
No,
that I need
ma'am,
to prep
it's
for,
also
so-
requiring the purpose of the short description of the legal
Well,
department.
you can, this is all of legal department's section here, so if you scroll down, you will see how it's broken out.
Ma'am, this
you
is
can
not
look at that.
displayed prominently. Here's what I do. I have to visit a few more offices. I would come back to the legal department to see if they're willing to make these records available as I'm entitled to and required by the law. If not, I'll just go ahead and mark down official misconduct, and I have the right to follow
You
up
have
at
the
a later
right to-
time, yeah.
You are correct,
Yep.
you have that right, but
As
all of the
far
information for
as-
all of the departments is right here. So you wouldn't have to visit each of the departments. What I have pulled up for you, I've made easy for you. Everything that you're asking for every budget for each
No, ma'am,
department is
ma'am.
here.
I need access to these. Maybe another department is able to give me physical copies as required by the law. I'm just asking staff here to comply with their portion of the law. I need copies, I need copies of these.
appreciate
Have a
that.
wonderful day.
All right, so it
Okay.
doesn't seem like you're gonna get a printout, but you have access to it. right
Well,
there.
no, sir, it doesn't seem that I'm gonna get a
The
printout.
deputy city manager looked at it.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't seem that I'm gonna get a printout according to the deputy city manager, but that's not so sure of another department willing to do better than how she did. Plus, I still have to visit other departments because I have the right to monitor government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. I like to
Okay.
familiarize myself with staff.
Okay.
Yep. So,
All right.
all right,
I
well,
don't know if this gets turned off or what, but.
yeah, I'm
Go
not
ahead,
sure.
sir. Did you wanna look at this while it's here?
All I needed is to hear that number there, because, check this out, sir. When I come back here in 30 days, or 60 days, whatever it is, she just told me their total number is 4156, little over 4 million. When I come back in a month, that's the number I'm planning on seeing displayed prominently, right? There may be a different number, there may be some discrepancies, but we wouldn't know. We have to start off first. First thing we did establish is the total amount of operating budget.
Okay.
Okay? Now, you, sir, are, sir, are you willing, as a government representative, to assist in locating their organizational chart on the computer, being that I may not have the ability?
No, because
Okay.
she was attempting to show you this stuff.
No, she didn't.
She was attempting,
she stopped her.
She told you everything was on the computer.
But
and
we-
you said you wanted immediate access, so you wanted to print it up. No, I'm not gonna print anything up for you.
No, I didn't ask you to print, I just asked you to locate it. Anyhow, sir,
No,
okay,
I'm not gonna be able to. do that.
okay, that's fine.
Okay, because you have access to it right here. All right?
No, sir, section 5 says that you don't put the burden on the
Every time I get ready
person.
to walk away, you start coming up with something else.
No, but the thing is, this is what it's calling for, section
Remember, I told the
5,
city,
yeah.
and I asked you to-
Have a good day, sir, have a good day. So you see, for everybody watching, section 5 does not put the burden on the customer or constituent to go through the troubles of attempting to locate the stuff online. It's not wander, ma'am. It's not wander. City officer, city manager's office. Okay, well. See? Nothing displayed. You guys see how wicked these people are? You see how wicked some of these people are? You see how that had to take 30 minutes of my time and 30 minutes of the employee's time to just point out one portion of their budget. Imagine that. Now it seems like government staff are conspiring together. It's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. This might be their purpose here. The attorneys don't care. Official misconduct is what we're aiming for. Official misconduct is what we're aiming for. And imagine that, an HR room. HR, imagine that. Human resources doesn't have that. See, nothing. Nothing. See, sir, all these plexiglasses is where it's supposed to be posted. This is the reason why they have these, but the information
That's
is
the reason
missing.
why they have them?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think they have these
So
boards?
they put these up specifically for that stuff?
Yes, they put these up because what it requires them some OSHA stuff. Beyond OSHA, FOIA. Why do you think they spend money? They're just
Oh, it
conceding.
looks like they put it up for.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying, how you doing?
Purchasing department. Purchasing department.
Yes, sir.
Hey, recording audio and video. How are you doing today? Good. Okay. I need a printout on the total amount of operating budget, just a single underlying number for this department.
You'd have to go to the accountant, you'd have to go to the finance department, ask them to run you a report.
Finance department. Okay, I'll tell you what. What's the first name of the FOIA officer that works for this department?
FOIA officer.
Yeah.
That I couldn't, the FOIA comes out of the clerk's office.
Clerk? Okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes in the city, yeah, they only have
Yeah.
one. I'll go double check with them.
yeah.
And
No.
if they say that they don't have access to that record, I'll come back here and holler at you.
That's fine.
Sure.
I mean, if you put a FOIA request in, they collect it and they send it to you.
Your purpose, can you tell me what the purpose, the short description of department is?
This is the Joliet purchasing department.
Right.
The city of Joliet.
What's the short description of a mission statement for this department?
I could not tell you, I just started here.
Okay.
It's under, right now, the department's being recalculated.
You see, that's the thing, that none of the employees would know this question, and it's required to be displayed prominently where the employees are supposed to know this question. But I need access to that record. I'll go double check with the clerk.
The
If
clerk
they don't have
office.
those records, I'll come back here and holler at you. What was your name, sir?
Milt.
Milt.
In your name?
Well, I did not provide my name because some of the employees got radical. But I'll be back here shortly. Thank you. And that is the purchasing department here at the city of Joliet. Okay. Oh, they have a liquor commission too. Liquor commission is usually never checked by anyone. So here we are at the clerks now. To the left, to the left. Hello. Is this the clerk section?
Yeah.
Which section is this? Oh, okay. Alrighty, here we are. We see all this information. Is the total amount of operating budget here? It's missing. Is the purpose here? It's missing. Is the organizational chart here? It's missing. Is the fees allowable under section 6? It's missing. Is informing the public of their right to file FOIA requests here? It's missing. The best word I could say is well. Well. Is the clerk working today? Seems like the clerk is not responsive.
Hi guys, so the next one cover is just gonna be the suspect vehicle and suspect
Sultry. These people are wicked. They're back there conspiring. Imagine what could they possibly be talking of, knowing the fact of what I'm here for? What could they possibly be whispering back there when it's clear that I'm wanting to obtain records that are required of them to display? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and walk over to another division here. Hello, clerk. All right, let's walk over. We'll be back here shortly. So imagine that the police officer, what could she be conspiring? See, they're protecting each other. Hide your information, withhold the information. Here, clearly under section 5, it tells us why you can't force somebody to use the computer. Okay, let's walk over. Let's walk over. Let's walk over. Mayor's office. Take a couple pictures of these former mayors here. Okay. Well, let me check with the liquor commission. See, and purchasing told me to go to the clerk's office, but nobody was there. It's not to anybody needing the information It's not to anybody needing the information. It's required by law. It's not about to somebody needing the information. It's required by law. Whether you need it or not, it's required. And you have to afford the people that don't know an opportunity to maybe stumble and glance at that stuff. Alrighty. Hi, ma'am. The gentleman did send me over to the clerk's office, but nobody was responsive there.
Oh, okay.
Um,
If you wanna go to the information desk and,
well, I'll
They
tell
can
you what.
probably
I
get
have to
somebody.
check another office. I'll be right back here.
okay.
Yeah, a public body that maintains the website shall also post this information on its website. Right? Okay, conference rooms. Oh. Yeah, that lady's really in a conference. Okay. The police probably came here and told everybody, hey, there's a guy recording. Zoning and planning. So you need permit for fence, gazebo, or pergolas, patios, pools, sheds. You need purpose for all that. Permits. Ring. Hi, I'm recording here, audio and video. How are you doing?
Recording.
Yes, audio and video.
You have to ask my permission?
Do I? No, ma'am, it's not required. Can you tell me what the purpose of this department is? It's required to be displayed. I don't see it.
This is the planning and zoning department?
Yeah, what's the mission statement for the planning and zoning department?
You don't have a mission statement? You just handle planning and zoning matters, like subdivisions, I do the residential building permit.
Right. What's the total amount of operating budget for this department?
I don't know that.
You don't know that? Who, well,
All of that can be FOIA.
you see, the thing is, ma'am, you are a representative of the government, and your answer is you don't know that because the attorney that works here or the manager is suppressing this information from the work. No, the finance department, they would have their total. Can I have 2 FOIA forms?
You could have to request FOIA through the city clerk's office, they have a computer set up in the lobby area.
No, ma'am, I prefer use paper copy, not the computer.
Those are handled through the city clerk's office.
They have paper copy.
I don't know.
I just left the clerk's office. Nobody was there. There was nobody at the clerk's office.
Nobody?
Nobody at all. I also need a copy of the block diagram organizational chart for this department. Do you have access to that?
No.
It's required to be displayed prominently, ma'am. Alrighty, guys, I think it cut out from the reception. Give me a minute here. Give me 1 minute, guys. There was the signal went out. I had to step outside for a couple seconds. We are back on duty. Alrighty. So with that being said, let's check on the upstairs. Well, you know what? Let's go back and check with the clerk's office real quick. Check with the clerks. Excuse me, ma'am. Is the clerk not here today?
Everyone is in and out of the offices as they need to.
Okay. And this is business services?
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell me what the mission statement for this department is?
No,
You can't. Are you Don Bonner?
No.
Okay. Is he or she available to speak to?
No.
When would he or she be in?
Maybe after 3?
After 3. Okay. Do you know what the total amount of operating budget is for this department, being that you work in this department?
No.
You don't know? Okay. I'll double check shortly, okay? It's very healthy of staff not to know. It's very healthy of staff to be ill-informed.
Yeah.
Because it shows you who we need next in office. All right. We're gonna go upstairs. City manager is Beth. Is that Beth? Let's go to the ascenseur. Here for a comment. Oh, administrative hearings. What's this? Yeah, I don't want to walk in there. I see a key badge. Guys, you gotta know it's healthy for the bootlickers in the comment section that have hate in their heart. That's all they know. That's why it's healthy for them. Excuse me, miss, which division is this?
Well, I work in economic development.
Okay,
My team's on the other side of the building.
yep, I need to inquire in FOIA. I'm recording video here and audio. The purpose of economic and development, the mission statement, is that something you have access to?
Yes, but I'm not comfortable right now just having someone randomly record me.
Well, the
Don't know
thing
who
is,
you are at all, and
yeah,
randomly
it doesn't.
walk into my office.
No, I didn't walk into your office.
I mean,
I'm standing right outside. But it's
Anyone-
required, sure.
thanks for calling the city of Joliet. This is Casey speaking. Yeah, he's here right now. Okay. Thanks, bye-bye.
They probably just told her, ignore her job, ignore her duty, and be rude. That's probably what they
That's
told her for
absolutely
everybody.
not what they told me.
Oh, no, I'm just talking to the people watching.
No, the people can watch all they want.
Yeah.
Actually, I work very hard here, and if you want to FOIA anything, You have the absolute right to do that. You can FOIA all my emails,
It's,
all the work.
it's not necessarily a FOIA, ma'am. It's first of all, it's me wanting to see if employees know their purpose, which nine out of
This is
10 they don't.
inappropriate.
It's inappropriate?
Yes, that you're up here right now.
How
There's No
so?
one else here and you're just have me on camera.
Okay. Can you tell me what the total amount of operating budget is? Yes, ma'am. I need access to the total amount of your operating budget. If you would please provide me with the purpose, a short description of this department as it is required to be displayed prominently. I think that if you're unwilling to assist, maybe I could just have put in a complaint for official misconduct. I think you're leaving me in the road to leave a complaint for official misconduct.
Excuse me?
Yep, I need access to the total amount of
Official
operating budget.
misconduct?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, madam. You have a wonderful day. Your efforts have been noted. All righty. So that's all really about all. She said her name was Casey, and there's no tag saying what department this is or anything like that. Let's go ahead and leave a FOIA request under the door for that video footage. Give me a minute. Could somebody tell me what the name of this employee was and the department? What department was this? Casey, right? Casey, all right. What department was this? That was the rudest of them all. With a sleeve full of tattoos. That's none of my business. Blank paper, section 8. Hold on. Section 8. Does anybody recall what that department is? Did she say economic? Economic and development? You see how wonderful it is when we simply get to familiarize ourselves with our government staff members and how wicked some of them are when I'm simply asking them to provide information that everybody's entitled to. Economic and development, okay. You see how wicked some of these people are. I mean, they're all adults, they're intelligent staff members. All they could do is choose to handle themselves in two ways. Show themselves off as they're failing to comply with their job title, and or attempt to try to be fair and reasonable and understanding with the person, whether he's filming or not. Okay, even if you feel uncomfortable for filming, maybe set that off in a decent tone. You know what I'm saying? Let me call my higher up or something. Not just be wicked like that. And you see somebody called her on the phone too, either staff member or whoever that may be. We're going to get those calls later, and we're going to start a real show about that. Now, please, somebody give me the name of that employee and the name of the employee. Yeah, sure. Here, economic development. Economic development. Okay. Casey, right? All pictures and video taken by Casey or Casey at 1:49 p.m. And we'll get phone logs and all that at a later time. Yeah, we're just gonna put a request for this. All right, let me go ahead and pop this out, slide it under the door. Call it a day. Slide that FOIA request under the door. Here's a FOIA request, Casey. Slide it under the door. You have a duty to forward it over. Thank you and have a wonderful day for your performance today. Treating our honorable government of Joliet as you are a representative. Thank you so much. Yep, that's a FOIA request. It's in your custody. Destruction of a public record is a felony. I just needed your purpose, ma'am. You are very...
My purpose. I was being super kind to you. You're filming me without asking. That is not okay in public settings. I offered you and told you that you can FOIA anything properly through the correct channels.
You are a government staff member. You are a government staff member. Thank you for your performance. Destruction of my public record is a felony. You are to accept and forward it over. She just ripped up. Did you just rip up my FOIA?
Yes, I did, because you're not properly doing it.
You just created a felony. Oh my God, she just ripped up my FOIA. Ma'am, that's a felony under Section 11. Did you guys see that? This is the first time I ever run into an employee like that. Damn. Wow, that was the first time ever. Tommy V. We gotta get them involved now. Look, they're running her back there. That's disturbing. Let's go ahead and fit out our complaint now. I'll have one of these freebies as well. Yeah, that was very disturbing of a government employee right now to commit a felony. Let me show you guys what she just did. Let me show you guys what she just did. The employee right now just committed a felony. You guys just seen that, right? Didn't you guys see how she ripped it up in front of me? Here's what she did. Watch this, number 15. Here's exactly what she just did. And she's crying. She's playing victim right there. She destroys a public record. here's what it's calling for. All records made or received by, right? She received it. It was in her custody, in her hand. In the authority or coming into custody or control or possession of a public official in the course of their public duties are property of the state and shall not be mutilated, destroyed. What did she do? She just destroyed, transferred, removed, or otherwise damaged or disposed of. She ripped it up and disposed of it in whole or in part, except as provided by law. Any person who knowingly, without lawful authority, alters, destroys, defaces, removes, or conceals any public record commits a Class 4 felony. This is going to be headlines. This is breaking news right now. She intentionally and recklessly destroyed a public record in her custody, which is a Class 4 felony. There's no exception for this. There is no exception for this. There's no exception to destroy a public record. What is the exception going to be? Unless you got in your feelings and you don't want to handle your job? Is that the exception you're waiting for? There's no exception. This is the headline. Okay, we're going to have to get police involved now. Let me go up to the front counter and have them notify the police here. You don't treat someone like Ish, try to step and trample on somebody when they're simply here, have the right to come and inquire in this stuff. Right? That's not how it works, man. These people are wicked. I simply wanted to know their total amount of operating budget. See, it's not like I go out of my way to try to get somebody fired. She went out of her way to get herself in trouble. Let me see if the clerk got back. I was going to go speak with the front desk. Clerk is still not in. Excuse me, ma'am, do you work for the manager's office? One of your employees just destroyed a public record. You know what? Let's go back into legal. See if the staff in legal is in there. These people are wicked, man. It's great to shine the light on the good and the evil. Right? Because we need to know who we need to vote and hire and put in these places. I wanted to come off here and start nice with these people, but they wanted to escalate and turn things around. All righty. You know what? Let me go speak with the managers. I'll be right back. I got to go speak with the managers. Oh, citizen's arrest. Okay. Yeah. The employee destroyed a public record. Sarge? Hey, my friend. I think we're in trouble here. Let me show you. One of the employees here just ripped up my FOIA request, which was in her custody. She ripped it up and ran out recording me. That's a destruction of a public record under Section 11. I'm pressing charges now. She just created a felony.
Okay.
A felony.
So you want a report done?
Check this out, Sergeant. I'm telling you, when these people turn wicked, it's very nasty. All records made or received, this is under Section State Record Act 11. Any record made or received by, which I handed her, I put under the door, under the authority or coming into custody, control, or possession of a public official, which she is, of the state in the course of their duties, which she is, and of the state shall not mutilate. They shall not mutilate any record. Destroyed. She ripped it up. It's on camera. 300 people watching. Transferred. She shall not do. Remove or otherwise damage or disposed of. She ripped it up and I think she disposed of it. It might still be ripped up in her hand. In whole or in part as provided by law. Any person who knowingly and without lawful authority alters, destroys, is what she did, or defaces or removes or conceals a public record, which they're concealing these records from every department, but right now we're focusing on that, is a class 4 felony. So here's the good part. When I take this police report, it's up to the state's attorney's office if they want to press charges on that destruction of a public record and charge her for a felony. But this is not how far we want to go. Yeah.
What would you like to see done right now? I'm just asking because I don't know.
I need that FOIA request that she ripped up.
Okay.
Because that's proof of what I'm here for, and this is proof of what I'm doing.
So you filled out a FOIA request?
Yes, and the employee there ripped it up. She ripped it up. That's a destruction of a public
And which
record.
office? The city manager?
No, she was working in ED, Economic and Development,
Where's that?
second floor.
Okay.
But she walked back down here. So this is my story. It's all been on video.
Okay.
I walk up, the door is open, right, on Economic and Development. I walk up there, and I said, yes, ma'am, hi, is this, what division is this? She has a smile on her face to begin with, real nice. She says, this is Economic and Development. My name is Casey.
Okay.
I said, okay, ma'am, I'm here because I need the total amount of operating budget for this department. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know that, but you could go ask the FOIA people. Okay, ma'am, you being working for ED, can you tell me what your purpose is for this department? Like I said, I don't know. Somebody called her on the phone at that second, told her, hey, is that guy in there filming? I don't know who called her. But then that's when she shifted. Then she said she's not comfortable recording. She pulled out her phone and put it on the desk to let the desk hold her phone with her free hands while recording me, right?
Okay.
Then she became nasty attitude.
Okay.
So, well, just to describe the lady, she has sleeve tattoos all the way around who destroyed my record. So then she got up, she slammed the door in my face. I said, this is what we need. This is
Got up from an office?
No, got up from the chair.
Because I'm not familiar with that office.
It's a little office, and I never went in the office. I was just standing while the door was open.
But it's just an office, and she was
Just
sitting
an
at a
office.
desk.
Yes. She gets up off the desk. She slams the door in my face. I sit down on the chairs, writing up
Outside of the office or something?
outside of the office. I sit down because I'm filing a FOIA to request the video. The video. I sit down on the chair to handwrite a FOIA so I could receive a copy of the video that she recorded on her phone, which I'm entitled to. I slide my FOIA under the door. I say, ma'am, here is my FOIA. You have a duty to forward it over. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Behind the closed door, I say that.
Okay.
She gets up, pissed. She opens the door and she throws my paper like this on the floor and she closes her door. I take the paper like this with my foot. I slide it back under the door. Ma'am, this is a public record. This is in your custody. You simply have a duty to forward it over. She comes out recording again. She says, no, I'm not going to. Before she opens the door, chick, 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 she's ripping. I could hear it. She opens the door. I physically see the ripped documents in her hand.
Okay.
That's a public record. She just created a felony. And you are a witness of this code here, which is 5 ILCS 16011. Now you ask me, how could we move forward now? Is that I need copies of my ripped up FOIA, please. She came in and she ran in here, and I think she's crying or something, playing victim. And it's all been on video, right? What is she crying? Because she committed a felony?
No idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Well, maybe we
So,
could find out.
Find out why she's crying?
No, find out
What-
why she destroyed the public record.
Oh, I
I'm not
can ask
interested
about
in
that. I can investigate. that.
I'm not interested in anything other than what her job title requires her to do. That's all I'm interested
What
in.
did she tell you it was?
She ripped up my
No,
public
no,
record.
I'm asking, she introduced herself. What did she say she was? What was her title?
ED, Economic and Development.
She just said
And Casey, yeah.
Casey
Yep.
from Economic
Yep.
Development. Okay.
Yeah, your employee just created a felony. Yeah.
Officer Stoll?
Yeah.
See how wicked these people want to go, man. Wicked. So let's sit around here and wait for a couple minutes. This is not going to look good for them. They can't claim victim and all that garbage because it's all been on my video. It's all been recording. Here goes one of the employees here offering 2 bottles of water to the police officers and staff. Instead, they could come bring me a bottle of water and say, hey, thank you for your services, customer. I know you're trying to bring us all in line, and you're weaving out the wicked employees that'll come up with the most ridiculous things. You have 300 witnesses live. Man, these people already took up this much time. Imagine that. What should have been 5 minutes. What's my point? My point is government employees shouldn't behave in that fashion. That's my point. My point is their purpose is not up. Yeah, if there's any trolls in here, everybody go ahead and put them in a 10-second timeout. I'll view their message. And if need be, we'll go ahead and have them blocked. Now the sergeant asked me what could we do. I want the sergeant to give me the ripped up pages that she ripped up, right? So we could, beyond it just being evident on video, it's evident in possession.
Be with you in just a second.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna have somebody take a report for you, but right now I'm talking to my boss.
Sir, it would be beneficial if the staff member also brought me out a bottle of water and said, hey, you know what, you're here for a right service. You're here to weave out these.
Okay, you're going into something else now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something.
I hear you,
And
sir.
now you're going into water.
I
Come
hear
on. You gotta help me out a little bit, okay?
Did
All right.
the lady show you my FOIA request?
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
It might be in the trash can. We don't know yet. We don't know.
Well, you doing a report, that would be a. Oh my God.
That's a nice t-shirt. Yeah, the lady from Economic and Development just destroyed a public record and created a felony. Thank you for bringing transparency. Indeed, man. It's like, why would these employees go out of their way to make themselves look miserable and try to harm somebody else? Like they make themselves miserable just to harm the constituent or the person inquiring, right? If they put themselves in harm's way, that means they're putting the other person in harm's way too. Like I said, my portfolio online is ready. It shows that I do good and my spirit is of good. It's the evil and the wicked that show themselves off with a bad spirit. Just later, in another 30 days, if I was to come in here, they would all be having a different attitude and they will comply with the law. It's been proven time and time again. Right? So now they're back there, they're trying to find a way out of it. I mean, what can they possibly do to try to find their way out of a destruction of a public record? I just wish I was recording on my other thing too. Well, I do got some recordings. Did anybody call, even though I didn't tell anybody to call? Press the number 1 if you did call or reach out. Joyce, did you get a hold of anybody? Did you speak with anybody? I would have called myself, but I'm on my phone right now. I'm unable to as of right now. Hold on, give me a minute. There goes the mayor's employee going back there. If you're going to reach out to the mayor and leave a letter, you got to let them know of the destruction of a public record, right? Here, let me give everybody, in case they need to be informed, let me give everybody another screenshot of what crime was just committed while you folks witnessed it all. Here it is right here. Here it is. Take a screenshot of that. There was a felony that just took place. Intentional and reckless. See if we could talk to the mayor while we're standing here. Oh shit.
Sir, you want a police report?
Yes.
All right, I need your ID to make that police report.
Did you get the employee who created the destruction of a public record information
I need your ID
for a police report?
for a police report, so you
Okay.
could be the victim of a police report.
Yeah, you're right about that. I'm going to be providing my information, not as of right now, because a lot of employees here are hostile, including yourself. So that'll be a conflict of interest if I did go ahead and provide you my information as right now.
Okay, so you could go across the street and file that police report.
Right, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Your sergeant is aware of what I explained,
And my sergeant is the one telling me to get your information, so I
I
can
hear you.
make the police report.
But as you are aware, in case you do get called, there has been a reasonable expectation of litigation has been created
Okay.
today.
I'm not entertaining this anymore. If you would like your police report, you need to provide ID.
Well, like I
If-
said, I'd be
okay.
more than happy to provide an
Then
ID.
you can make that at a different
Yeah.
time. Thank you.
Okay. The wicked will be wicked. How do you guys like that? It's a conflict of interest if I deal with this hostile officer. I'll be more than happy to provide you my information. Oh man, Yardy, I thank you so much for that, bro. Sergeant,
Thought you wanted a report.
yes, yes. Like I said, I'll be more than happy to provide my information, but as of right now, it's a conflict of interest because there has been a reasonable expectation of litigation created.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, Sergeant. Did you physically see the
I did not.
destroyed documents?
did not.
Okay. Did you?
I didn't even ask, just so you
Didn't
know.
even
I
ask.
didn't even ask.
Okay. Did
Will
you-
I? Yes. I will,
Okay,
But I
that-
haven't
I
yet.
think that's
just
what I'm
wanted to be
waiting.
honest with you.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm waiting for, Sergeant, so I could get out of here. I have to go check with the police chief to see if his purpose is up. If not, I'll speak to the lovely staff at the counter and see how they respond, right? That's all. Do you?
So what's your question for me? You want me,
I need to have my FOIA request in hand, please.
well, if I do get that,
Yeah.
it would be put in the evidence and I would do a report?
And evidence as it has been destroyed, right?
Yeah.
You have to become lieutenant.
No, you made an accusation that a crime took
Yes,
place.
yes, yes.
You're saying
And
that
I-
these are
yes.
documents.
Yes.
I would put that in.
This is why you are an honorable man.
But you don't want to be the complainant.
No, of course, I am the complainant.
Right.
It's not whether I want to or not. It's at this time, it's a conflict of interest. I'm sure you get that. But if you do put that in an evidence bag as a ripped up document, I still have the opportunity to walk over and speak directly with your police staff
Okay.
in this regard, and the possibility of giving them my complaint in detail, right? I have that right.
Oh, you're asking if you have the ability to do it at a later time?
Yes.
Yeah,
This is what I'd
Yeah,
like
for
to hear.
sure.
Yep.
but, yeah, just, I'm doing a report, I'm not doing it. I have somebody that's gonna do it. Report's gonna be done regardless,
Yes.
whether you're the complainant or not.
Yep.
Okay?
But how is it that you take my word that I claim she destroyed a public record if you did not see it yet? Because you
Because
have
you're
to
making
take.
that complaint.
You're right. You're right.
Right.
And
I
I
mean, you-
and I have my
What
honest.
if you were to say she hit you? I didn't see it.
Right.
happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. There was.
You made
She
that
never
claim
hit
to
me.
me, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna investigate.
I like that, sir. I would wait here shortly if you're able to see if I could see the document, because I have to rewrite it.
I would just rewrite one down,
Okay.
if that's what you want to do.
Can you see?
Because honestly,
Yep.
if I were to get those documents, I'm not gonna hand it to you.
No, I just
You know
like
what I
to
mean?
see maybe if we could make them out, because there's some detail in there that I have to copy over. I believe I
No.
forgot to take.
That's not gonna happen.
No? Okay. Could you find out if she threw them away or still has them? Please? Thank you, sir.
Do that?
Thank you, sir. Man, Yardy. Here, let's take a screenshot of Alyssa Agar. She's saying to the people who sent money to him, I hope you get psychiatric. So Alyssa Agar She wants to protect a hostile government employee who just committed a felony. She rather protect that instead of having our honorable government staff member come in here forthwith according to their job description. She rather protect a criminal. She just committed a crime. How are you, troll, trying to protect a criminal? You're the one who needs psychiatric assistance. You are wicked, looking out for the wicked. I'm the righteous, looking out for the righteous. I blend and match energies. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Guys, give me a suggestion here. If she apologizes, should we not pursue charges? If she apologizes right now, should we drop charges? Everybody's saying no. Right. On camera, no pursue charges. Would it be sincere? That's the question. It probably won't be sincere, but it still shows you how faithful we have to be towards our fellow neighbor, right? Offer them an opportunity. But this is a great sergeant. He's going to take that into evidence, the destruction of a public record, which is a felony. This is not a misdemeanor. This is a felony. This is disturbing. Here it is. Destroy. What did she do? She destroyed, in part or whole. She destroyed the whole thing. Her evilness needs attention, is what Claudette is saying. They're probably watching in right now. They're watching in. They're logged on watching right now. But it's like, hey, look, man. Oakton College made themselves look like sleazeballs, like she did. They ended up apologizing and doing better, right? How many agencies have I been to? 500, 30, 40 plus agencies that performed wicked and then found out that they were in the wrong. No, I think it's the police would take the report of this alleged felony, alleged destruction of a public record, and they will forward that over to the attorney, to the state's attorney's office, to the prosecutor's office, to find out if the prosecutor wants to press charges because of this violation of the law. This is not just a felony for destruction of a public record. This is also an official misconduct. And the question is, based on the 300 witnesses, is this an official misconduct? Is it intentional or is it reckless? Did she destroy a public record? Did she destroy a public record intentionally or recklessly? She just committed a felony. And you see, if the red shirt manager, assistant manager, wanted to push forward and help the furthest that she can, we probably would have never been in these ropes. Oh, Dennis is saying both. She acted intentional and reckless. You know what I'm saying? The way I seen it firsthand is, to me, it appeared that it was intentional and reckless. And the city attorney back there is walking. He knows what's going on. It's a felony that employee committed. Hey, how's it going? You are the city attorney?
I work for the city as an attorney, yes.
As an attorney, okay, great. One of your employees from ED, Economic and Development, just destroyed a public record that came into her custody. She ripped it up.
Okay.
She just created a class 4 felony.
Okay.
Okay, are you aware of that?
Sir, I have to look into this.
You have to look into it, okay, great. So that's all really it is. I do have a suggestion, Sergeant. Did you get any?
I've got a meeting to go to.
What was your name, sir?
Todd.
Todd, good to meet you.
You want to come with me? I
Sure.
want to see if this is the paper you're talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know if the people want to put in a good word for you to put you as lieutenant or deputy chief. Or deputy
You
chief.
see that, right there?
Yes, okay. That is the destruction of a public record. We are both witness to it. Okay, I have to see my handwriting to confirm that's mine.
Well, this is close.
But that's close. It's
And
gonna-
that's the piece of paper that's gonna be.
Yes, that's gonna be in evidence.
Okay.
Sergeant,
Let's go back.
okay.
What do you got?
Sergeant, as good as a man you are, as good as a
That's
man
fine.
I am, as good as a man I am willing to have the employee apologize, and maybe that'll stop me from pressing charges.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I can't request that.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is a report, give you a case report number, and then when you decide that you wanna do something
Follow up.
at the police department, then you can take that report for your report, however you get it,
Yes.
and take it to whoever you want to, okay? But that's the best I can do for
Yes,
you.
I know that you being a witness now, you can't not investigate that. You can't not report that. You have to take action. Is that right?
I told you I was gonna take
Right.
action.
No, but besides that,
What do you mean,
could I
as far
still,
as-
could I still have an opportunity to speak with the employee? Maybe the employee is willing to apologize. And this way, I might, sure, you have to do your investigation, right? But the state's attorney's office is gonna want to have a complainant in order to move
Yeah, that's
forward.
what I talked to
Yes.
you about
Uh,
that. That's why you're gonna have
yes.
to, but you said you wanted to do it later, right?
Right, and
Okay.
this is the thing.
You just don't wanna do it now because you think it might cause an issue.
No, now there's reasonable expectation of litigation. There's a conflict of interest this second. But what I'm saying is, even though the report is gonna be taken, state's attorney would receive that. It's up to the state's attorney if they want to move with that charge or not.
Oh, definitely.
Now, if they have a complainant, that's a 99%, 90% that they will go forward if I got a sworn, sign an affidavit,
Okay.
right? But I'm trying to give the opportunity.
Statistically, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to give the employee the opportunity to come and possibly speak as an adult here, see what the discrepancy is, maybe offer an apology. This way that I might not pursue these charges as a complainant.
So you'd like me to be the liaison between you and her as to you not, that could be a conflict for me to do something like that. You know what I'm saying?
The man wants to speak with you. He wants to see if maybe you'll offer an apology to him. Maybe he will not pursue charges. If that's something, are you willing to
No,
do?
I
No,
don't feel
sure.
comfortable.
Yeah,
doing that.
I hear you. Okay.
Because you just talked about your class 4 and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm going back and forth trying to negotiate a deal where she's apologizing to you. That could be a problem.
Okay.
So,
Sir, I think I'm all set for today.
you still need that case report number though.
That's what I'm waiting on, yep.
You want me to write it down or you want to write
Sure,
it down?
sure, yeah, on your business card. That way we have
I
your.
don't have a business card with me.
Man, they have to create you a gold business card. She has to apologize to all the American people? Yeah, they went wicked, man. I'm telling you.
Thanks, ladies. He's from that. May I have a CR for City Hall?
At all. 5-3, timestamp 13:50.
10-4.
Sergeant, you may have that report completed by the end of the day, huh?
Not me. I told you I'm not doing it. But yes, the report will be done. At least before I go.
12 and 13.
Man, if you keep up the good work,
I'm writing down my name and badge number.
and if they make you a chief, we're gonna keep pushing more forward. We're gonna have you become an elected sheriff.
I'm too old for all that stuff.
Callers with Silver Oak Street, investigation on online information.
So this is my name, Sergeant James Robertson, my badge number.
Okay.
This is the case report number.
Can you please put the name of the other officer
Yeah,
and start
Officer
it here?
Chicola.
Oh, great,
152.
great. Cool.
And that's probably, well, that's the person that's gonna be doing the report.
Okay,
Do you have any other questions that you want on this paper?
not as of right now, or not now.
I'm gonna be done after
Yeah,
this, what are
yeah.
you talking about?
I gotta walk over, if you would just point me in the direction where, it was this side, the police.
I don't know if you can walk out those doors, but if you go
Okay,
right here,
make a
that
left.
exit, and take a
Yep,
left,
yep,
the
yep.
building's right there.
Yep. That's all, sir.
Alright,
Okay,
like I said, that piece of paper is going in evidence.
evidence.
If you wanted to do something later, I understand.
And when you say it goes into evidence, does it eventually, police department send out a investigation request to the DAs? Or how, what's the next step on that?
I don't know what you mean, explain.
Like,
what you said.
the public record, the piece of paper destroyed, is going to go into an evidence bag.
Yep,
What happens after that?
it's gonna be, housed in evidence,
Yeah,
our evidence department, it'll
Yes.
stay there
yes,
until a request is made to see it.
okay,
And that's pending if you were to, try to do a complaint or something like that and put your name on a piece of paper.
yeah.
That you're the complainant and go to the state's attorney's office and try to have charges.
Where is state's attorney? Oh, no, that's county, yeah, that's a different gig, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Will County,
No, I know where
Where is
that's at, I know where that's
well,
at.
that's the courthouse right
Yeah,
there.
you're right,
That-
you're
that
right,
helps.
yep.
I'm
Now,
sure they got office over
I
there
guess the
somewhere.
last question is, Sergeant, was that, oh yeah, since I handwritten.
Are you gonna lose that piece of paper?
No,
It's got my
sir,
name.
no, sir,
I don't like my name just floating all over.
No,
the
sir.
place, you know.
sir.
I'm kidding. No, go ahead. What's your question?
So, yeah, if I did handwrite my FOIA request,
Okay,
my intention was for that FOIA request to be submitted to the proper channel and provide me the record sought.
okay.
Since
I know
the
what you're
record
saying.
request is destroyed now, does staff back there plan on piecing it together to still try to get those records out to me, or should
No.
so they're
No.
refusing that
Remember,
request?
that's- No,
Yeah.
they're not refusing, I'm taking that piece of paper.
Oh,
with me.
yeah, I hear you,
Or at
Okay.
least Officer Chicola.
Right, okay. That's
So,
all,
yeah, they're
all
not
I have.
getting it. I would do another one if that's what you wanted to do.
Sure.
Uh,
As of this time,
I
I
would
might,
make sure
yeah.
that it's, have you done a regular FOIA request, on I've only seen the document that was online before.
Yes.
Have you ever done a request
Well,
like that?
there's no such thing as called a regular
Just
FOIA.
asking you.
No, I'm answering.
And I'm calling, if I call it a regular, it's a regular FOIA, but
Okay.
you know, the one that's printed out and stuff, that's
Um,
what I'm saying. Have you
not
done
f-
one of those?
Not from here because nobody gave me one, but you know, FOIAs could be on a
Yes, I
blank
know
paper.
that, I know.
Yeah, so as
But
far,
they print it out to make it easier for people.
well, they print it out even though there's no requirement. Sometimes it's more beneficial because it has the letterhead of the agency.
Mhm.
It helps people keep track of
Right.
what's their,
So why didn't you do that?
why,
I'm sure they could have provided you with that.
no, the thing
Because I know
is,
what the police department they do.
no,
They-
I asked
they
her,
even help you
I
with the
I
FOIA
asked her,
request.
but since there's no standard form, it's not a requirement. But as of right now, I still need access to those records. So what I'll do is I'll fill out a FOIA request electronically when I get back to the office today. Yeah. I'm gonna have to please inform them that to preserve all evidence, which I'm sure your staff member is doing. Other than that, man, again, I thank you for your service, sir, in trying to mediate the problem or find a resolution.
I try.
But in
I
the
try.
in the near future, sir, all I ask is that this division post up their purpose and budget for to be opening with all, you know?
Mhm.
That's it. I'm here for a good purpose.
You made your reason for being here known as
Yeah.
far as that goes, but like I
Right.
said, office work, I don't know what you're talking about when you're talking about something.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Sergeant.
All right.
Have a wonderful day.
You have a great day.
I'm heading out. I'm headed to the police department.
Okay, remember,
Thank-
it's.
Yep.
You get out there, but that way it might be done.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right. All right. What on home team? Alrighty. You see how upsetting it is. I come in here with a joyful spirit, right? I come in here with a joyful spirit. I have a right to come in here and inquire. The employees want to get the police involved to take away my good spirit and turn me into somebody that's upset. Why is it that the wicked employees have to decline their job duties, disregard their oath of office to try to make you have a bad day when all you're doing is exercising your right and confirming that some of these staff members are failing to comply with the law? You see how things escalate and trickle down where they're not supposed to? If only these honorable government staff members actually comply with the law, we would have never been in this picture. Right? Police. Okay, so what do we see at the police department? Nothing prominently displayed. There's a sign that says information. You see how wicked, I gotta keep repeating myself. Alrighty. Water bills. Hey, I'm recording audio and video. How are you doing? Good. What's the total amount of operating budget for the police department?
I have no way of knowing that, sir. That's on the City of Joliet website.
You have no idea of knowing that it's on the website?
As far as I'm
Okay.
aware.
It's required to be displayed prominently. Can you tell me the mission statement of this police department?
Serving the community for a safer city.
Right, is that the actual mission statement verbatim?
Sir, I'm not an officer. I can only tell you what's I know.
Right, yep. And all I could do is attempt to see if you know or not. Another item that's required to be displayed is the organizational chart. Can I have access to that one? You don't know what that is?
I can ask my boss.
Yes, that'll be beneficial. Thank you. This is why it needs to be displayed, exactly, because ignorance of the law is nor excuse. It is a wonderful thing. These are our intelligent, honorable staff. Yeah, she is a bit snippy and snarky. You guys seen that in her facial expression. Like, do we expect that? Should we just expect that snarky?
Okay. So I talked to my boss and she said that we can do a FOIA for all of the things that you're asking for.
All right, let me ask you a question here. What's your title?
Public safety clerk too.
Public safety clerk, second. Can you tell me what the first name of the FOIA officer is for the police department?
Hang on 1 second.
Sure. See, she's not sure, but for my inquiry here today, she does not know what's the name of the FOIA officer, but by tomorrow she will know. So you see what I'm saying here is just we want to work together, right? We all have to work with each other. Sergeant Dwayne English.
Yeah.
Is he or she available to speak to?
I'm not sure. I could call him and ask him.
Sure, if you would please do that. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, he's on vacation? He's on vacation.
He's on vacation, okay. He's the designated FOIA officer. Who's the current designee that's on duty right now?
I would assume it would be the deputy chief above him.
Right, and is he available to speak to?
No, the deputy chief's in office today.
Not today.
No,
Okay.
they've left at this time.
I hear you, ma'am. See, the reason I'm asking these questions, ma'am, is because somebody here at this department, whoever it is, administrator, is suppressing the employees from knowing your budget, from knowing your purpose, from knowing these things. Not only are they making that decision to suppress you of the basic information you should know, they're suppressing the constituents and customers that walk through this door. It shouldn't even be a conversation of me asking these questions. It's required for this stuff to be displayed prominently. It's common sense. The purpose of this police department is required to be displayed on the wall along with the total amount of underlying budget. So as of right now, I'll just go ahead and mark off my checklist that nothing is displayed. I have a right to complain to the Attorney General. But with that, can I have 2 FOIA forms?
I don't even know if we have the physical FOIA forms or we just do it in person anymore, but let me see if I can find them.
Sure. Dwayne English, that's a cool name. Yeah, man, this should have been a 5-minute gig across the street. I gotta send them a bill of attainder. T-Dot, draft me up a motion, bill of attainder. Even, you know what, even on this computer screen here, go ahead and prominently display everything on this computer screen. To the left, to the left. Look at this clown. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. Like, I don't have 500 videos on my channel. Been through it already. And many agencies made themselves look the way they did just for them to eventually comply with the law. What a wonderful and amazing thing. Thank you, ma'am. And last follow-up question here. Is the police chief available now?
No, he's not. He's also out.
Okay. Can I have the card?
The card of the police chief?
Sure.
I don't have a card of the police chief, but we do have just like standard blank, like.
Fine, fine. It has the address on there. Yep. Oh, Nightcrawler. What hood are you in, bro? Where are you in Illinois? Oh, thank you. So, ma'am, I have your FOIA here. I'm going to hang on to it. I'll file that at a later time. And I thank you so much. I just wanted to come in here first to establish if these records are displayed prominently. There was an issue across the street. I handed a FOIA to one of the employees. She destroyed the public record, and now Sergeant has that as evidence, and he will be looking into that. If the chief was here, I would have been good to have a word with him. Since he's not here, I'll probably call back to try to do an appointment. Thank you, ma'am.
Just call that number.
Sure.
And ask for like the chief's office secretary, and then you'll be fine.
You got it. Your name was?
Christina.
Thank you so much. That's my cousin's name. All right. Have a good day. To the left, to the left. Imagine how weak the trolls gotta be to come in here and say the same stupid shit over and over and just keep getting blocked. They have to be like mosquitoes and a bug zapper. All their friends are being zapped and waxed, and they have to come and try to touch the light. Okay. Like, who cares what your cousin's name is? It's just a talking point, bro. Damn, I can't talk. I can't talk. All right, anyways, guys, there's too much sun in here. Battery's going low on this one. I have to visit another location. I'm going to be signing out of this one. I want to thank everybody for being a part of it. Download and save this video just in case anything happened to it. We need evidence of that crime that took place. If somebody could please rewind and at least record that part, whatever it is, a minute clip, 2 minutes, that's evidence here. I I'm gonna try to attempt to resolve this before I might put a complaint, or I might just straight away start submitting my complaints to the district attorney's office as soon as I get back to the office. Either or, it gotta be done. All right, on to the next one. Thank you guys so much. Plenty of love.